Welcome to an experience powered by Pipe TV.
Powered by Pipe TV. You are now watching Pipe TV.
Hey y'all, welcome to Pipe TV on the Move with Mz Tonni and
Marvelous Mom Productions
we got them all here today.
LLC.
Oh, yep, you gotta make sure you hit that LLC. What we doing? Content creating today, maybe, I guess. Tell us what's going on, Marcie, with you.
Well, I got a new podcast
Nice.
that comes out every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the exception of this week.
Okay, what social media?
It's through Facebook Live through Pipe TV.
Okay. How's that going?
It's going. Can't complain.
You just say it's going. So tell us what Marvelous Mom Production LLC is doing on their podcast. What does it contain?
It's a community-based company, and we just look for people that has something positive to bring to the community.
Okay. Do they reach out to you or you reach out to folks? How that works?
Combination.
Okay. What y'all got going on out there in the world, huh? What you got going on? Make sure you contact Marcie. Tell them how they could contact you.
Well, you can contact me through social media, and we stream it live, like I said, through Pipe TV. The name of it is The Love of Our Community Speaks, Real Talks, Real Solutions.
Okay. Ooh, that's
Has
a
some great
long
shows.
title. How did
We
you
got a
come up
lot
with
to
that?
say. Just freestyling and thinking about what the community needs. Combination. Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all, what y'all want to talk about? You have to write in. You know, if you don't write in, then we can't give you the information that you're looking for, right? So make sure you guys write in, and Pipe TV, Mz Tonni Productions, and Marvelous Mom. Wait, what's your social media? Because I'm about to give it wrong.
Marcie Novella.
Oh, Marcie Novella. Oh, yeah, she changed it. So all that, and don't worry, all that information on our social media is going to be up at the end of this little content creating that we got going on, all right?
Well, let me flip this.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what you're doing.
Oh, you want to know what I'm doing? All right. So right now on the Move with Mz Tonni. Yes, there's an IG for it. So make sure you guys look out for that. But right now what I'm trying to bring to the forefront for On the Move is artists, models, those diamonds in the rough. You know, all those hidden gems out there in our community. Yes, write in. Of course, keep watching On the Move because I do have some artists that already came through. I have VVC, I had Bandit the Rapper, I had Humphrey Bogart, and the list goes on. You know, so and Young Flea. I don't want to forget him because he's a young artist that is coming up and he has a great sound. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned Young Flea as well. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, just waiting for everybody to come. I look for talent as well, for models as well, and yeah, just
And
showcase
how
them.
can they reach you?
Yeah, so reach out to Ms. Tonni Bookings .pipe TV. That's the email at gmail.com, or just go and DM me at On the Move with Miss Tonni. That's on IG.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
it.
So somebody like my baby who wants to get with you, what would she need to do to prep?
Yeah, I know you spoke to me about her before on the modeling end. So for those all aspiring models, if you just need to correct your image, look to how you stand, how you walk, if you are looking to be casted, all that I take care of in the developmental phase, and help you along in your journey in becoming a model. So the first thing to do is reach out. Yeah.
Sorry.
We're also, if you notice that we're also talking to people behind the scenes, because, this is just one of our little blurbs that we decided to just put together, to bring some time and let everybody know who we are as far as hosts on Pipe TV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also know that we also have our own shows, right?
And also get people to understand to be on time.
It's the worst thing when you're in the industry and you are late. Her face is priceless. Yes, in the industry it's so important to be on time. If you are 15 minutes early, you are just on time. If you are 30 to an hour early, you are early. Right? 15 minutes, you're just on time, because we need that time to decompress and, make sure that your sound check is good, and then we're ready to rock and roll, right? Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll.
So in the meantime, Tonni,
Yes, ma'am.
let's take this opportunity to ask about you personally. How did you get started?
Okay, so which part? I have to put it that way. Which part you're
With
talking
On the Move.
Okay, On the Move. So I had a little birdie in my ear that told me, he says, you're doing great out there for Pipe TV, because that's what I started with, Pipe TV. And he's like, you should really branch off and try to do a show on your own. And I'm like, I can't do that, right? I can't do that. That's too much work. Like, just tell me who I'm interviewing and let it be done, right? But yeah, we tried it. It took a minute, though, to figure out the title of the show. And brainstorming with him, who is actually my executive producer, we were brainstorming, and we realized that I'm all over the place. I'm all over New York, all over the other states, So he's like, let's just call it On the Move. And I'm like, with Miss Tonni. Yeah. So that's where we are, On the Move with Miss Tonni.
And how long has it been?
I want to say now 3 or 4 years now. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just now is now growing. COVID, of course, hit, so it kind of fell back a little. So this phase here, it's now beginning to grow and develop into like a real talk show. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really happy about that.
How do you feel about being an award-winning show? I was there.
Yes, you were. Yeah, so the People's Choice Award. Yeah, so On the Move actually won that category, and I was super excited, because that just means that people see the show, people see me, they appreciate me. Yes, I keep dropping me, because it's been a long time since I ever talked about myself. It's usually always about everybody else, but of course my guests are the ones that brought that show together, so I really do appreciate them, and from that is the reason why I said the show has been developing more, because of that award. People are noticing and saying, hey, let me see what you really got to offer. Is your platform for real? You know?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I've been on this show a
Yes.
few times.
A few times, because Marcie always has something going on. So let me change it around. Tag, you're it. What is coming up for you besides the podcast? Is there anything, because she does short film also. So what is coming up for you and your brand?
My next project would be writing a book. That's what I'm passionate most about, writing. So I have
Do you
a
have a
book.
title for it?
Yes, I have a title. Not ready to share.
Oh, okay. She's looking at me like, why you ask me that question?
That's okay.
Yeah, okay. So I guess it'll be wrong for me to ask more or less like what the subject is going to be about
Well,
without giving
from
away
an
the title.
educational standpoint, I have a master's degree in education. So I want to start putting it to practice because I did some teaching. Don't really like the process of teaching, but I love being able to talk to people about learning.
Okay.
So educating people, helping them to understand that lesson plans are important and preparation. My case study was my daughter, Kyla.
Okay. So secondary ed you're talking about, or just children or professionals?
I'm done with children.
I'm done.
My degree is in adult learning, so I love just teaching. And I work with kids. I don't have a problem with them, but I just have a problem with how the adults and the whole educational process mold how the teacher wants to be. So I want to freestyle and do some things that could help.
Okay. Wow. If I may go along with you on that education part, because my degree is also in education, secondary ed. And when I started teaching, the school systems just started putting in metal detectors in the school. So that's the time when I started teaching. I think if I was a new teacher now, I don't think I would do it at all, because the system is just so very different. And I think it started from, I would say, almost 10, 15 years ago when I went into secondary ed, and now it's just like, I don't see how the teachers do it now. So thank you to all the professional teachers that are out there. Kudos to you. Big thumbs up, but not for me. It's not for me.
It's not for me neither.
I mean, it's bad enough I got to teach, do training with adults. Oh my gosh, I'll probably get a lot of backlash for saying that as well. But as adults too, we learn differently, and we have to be adaptable to that. A lot of adults are more visual. I am not a writer, but if you show me something on the screen or you talk to me, I absorb it more. I absorb it better than if you ask me to write something.
I could do it both. I really
God bless
enjoy
you.
doing it.
God bless you.
Yeah.
That's why she's the writer. Yes, she's the writer. All right, Marcie. Well, you got anything else out there that you want to tell the folks while we have their ear?
Just doing some producing on some future projects, but still in production. So just listen out for my name, Marcie Novella.
Yes, Marcie Novella. And I'm your girl, Mz Tonni. Again, make sure you follow our social medias. Make sure you follow Pipe TV, because that's our production company, right? Pipe TV. And once again, drop the name of your podcast where they could follow you. Follow that podcast.
The love of our community speaks, real talks, real solutions. And I just wanted to say, last time I've been on your show, I was my author's name. So now I'm coming out as Marcie Novella. That is my real name.
Wow.
So I take pleasure in using my own name for the
Okay.
platform.
You hear that? Again, follow her, okay? And again, this is your girl, Mz Tonni, and you have been watching Pipe TV. You've been watching the podcast. You've been watching On the Move. I mean, all of that, okay? This was content creating off just the skirt of, trying to do something. So
And people, be on time,
be on time.
or at least call.